gentlemen, please welcome Allie Landry.
Hi, everybody. Tonight, we recognize many charitable organizations for their military support. One of these organizations is Heroes at Home, a program that provides home rehabilitation to military families who are facing hardship. Here is a touching story about how Heroes at Home is making a difference.
My name is Bobby LaMarche, and I'm 21 years old. It was at the time, beginning of senior year. Everyone's looking at colleges and going, holy crap, I gotta do something with my life. Talked to my parents, went to the recruiter's office, and said I want to join.
We are very proud of him, but I also let him know that they play with real bullets, not paintball.
You think about it, you get told that you're going to Iraq, and then on the flight it's just like, I'm about to go to Iraq right now. I was over in Iraq for about 7 months. We just got done clearing quite a few houses. And as soon as I laid down, our lieutenant comes in and he goes, get up, we gotta go. There's, insurgent in this house that we gotta go get. We start walking to the house. We went through a field. We made about halfway through the field when we started taking contact from the right of us. It's not the normal sound you think it would be. It's kind of like a pop, pop, pop. We started shooting back. The guy I was aiming at was directly in front of me. That's when I got shot. It just felt like a blank moment of nothing. Pretty sure I wasn't breathing. I couldn't really talk or yell. And at that moment, I realized I couldn't move my legs. The firefight was still going on. I could still hear the gunshots. I picked up my weapon and I kept shooting. After what seemed like a short while, it died down. An Iraqi national, our interpreter that worked with us, came and grabbed me and dragged me to the middle of the security. And I just was laying on the ground in the middle of a field, in the middle of the day, just looking up at the blue sky and just thinking to myself, is this really it? I started thinking about my family, my little sister, my parents. His thought, her picking up the phone and finding out that her son was killed. One of my buddies came up to me and he told me it really wasn't that bad. And that's when I started thinking, but I can't move my legs. Great, I'm gonna be paralyzed. When the medevac came to get me, I told my buddy, take care, shook his hand. He looked at me and he's like, everything's gonna be all right. And he was the last person I seen before I got on the helicopter. And he was also killed a few months after that. And that was the last time I seen him. The next thing I know, I wake up 3 days later in Walter Reed, Washington, D.C., and my parents are in front of me.
When he first came to and seen us, he said, what took you guys so long to get here? Like, yes, he's here. That's Bobby, so we knew, that he's gonna be okay.
The damage that happened from being shot, I was shot in the neck. My left lung collapsed. My spinal cord was injured. They said, I guess as calmly and nicely as they could, that you're probably never gonna walk again. Yeah, I believed him.
He was having a hard time with it. And I said, you know what though, you're here, you're alive, you came home alive. A lot of your friends aren't.
Every day being home when they were over there, I felt guilty. Even though I was home in a wheelchair, injured, I was still home, and they weren't. And I'd give up anything. I'd do anything to switch places with them. My dad had my part of my room ready to go and accessible for my wheelchair, but I was basically confined to that room because of the uneven floors. Family friends contacted Heroes at Home without telling my family as a surprise. Heroes at Home is an organization funded by Sears, working together with Rebuilding Together. They help out and remodel wounded soldiers' homes coming back from Iraq or Afghanistan.
They contacted us and said, you know, what do you guys want? What do you need so Bobby can get around and everything?
I just thought, there's people out there that do that?
Next thing you know, there's a whole crew here and they're stripping the siding off the house and you know, residing, did all the floors in front of them, so everything's one level now. And
my mom wanted a new washer and dryer, and they got her new washer and dryer.
People care, you know, a lot. They wanted to do whatever they could to help.
Just the fact that they took the time out of their day and then to remodel our house to fit my needs of my disability, just very grateful and thankful. Heroes at Home took a lot of stress and let me worry about other things as in getting better. The first time I started going to therapy in town, went there, got an evaluation.
They basically had said he was a paraplegic, so I really did not expect to see any function.
My physical therapist brings out a walker, puts it in front of my wheelchair, and she's like, let's see what you can do.
Here's a walker, let's go, stand up. And he's like, what?
Are you stupid? I'm in a wheelchair. And she's like, I know, but let's see what you can do. I took 5 steps.
It was just one of the most amazing moments.
That's when I said, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna walk. I never thought that over a year ago, I would have went to Iraq, been injured, paralyzed, never gonna walk again, but walking with a cane after never supposed to be walking again, I'm now fully independent. The goal right now is to become a physical therapist. I want to give back. I have no regrets. I wouldn't change a thing.
Log on to find out more information about Heroes at Home and other charitable organizations in tonight's program. Our troops and their families deserve our support.